Good morning, everyone. Happy Vlogmas Day 17. Happy Friday, everybody. I can't believe it is 8 days to Christmas. It's so crazy. So I didn't finish this last night. I'm working on it right now. I got to the ribbing, as you can see, and I did 20 rounds after I ended the gusset, or I'm sorry, after I ended the heel turn, which is where the purple marker is. So I did 20 rounds for the leg, and then I think I'm going to do a 20 round cuff. And let's see if I can show it one-handed so you can kind of see how tall it'll be. Something I wanted to talk about real quick while it's fresh in my brain, excuse me, something pretty neat. So I've talked before about how my SSKs and stuff, those decreases are never very neat. They're always kind of bulky. And I tried a bunch of different ones last night, and it's kind of hard to see with this yarn. But this is the side with SSKs and some modifications. So I did just a knit two together through the back loop. I tried that. And I will say, this probably wasn't the best sock to try those techniques on because of the two strands. Trying to pull, I mean, it's basically like 6 strands of yarn at a time if you're knitting through them, because you have the 2 that you're trying to knit and the yarn you're trying to pull through, which is another 2. So all that to say, if you've watched any videos on YouTube, about the Flegel heel and how to create one, and there's quite a few different tutorials. So anyway, most of them tell you to do like a normal heel turn instructions, which is, you know, on the right hand side you do, I'm sorry, when you knit over and you're on the right side of the work, you do an SSK, then you turn, you do your purl side, and then when you get to where you need a decrease, you do a purl 2 together. And then I've watched these videos before, and for some reason I just thought the instructions were, I just thought she had misspoken. So in Very Pink Knits video, she has 2 Flegel heel videos. One is on, it's a socks on flexible double points, and it's a Flegel heel in the video. And then she did one like a year before that, which was, I think, Star-Toed Flegel is what it's called. And when you watch those and she goes through the instructions on how to do the heel, she tells you on the right side of the work, when you get to the decrease on the knit side, to do a knit 2 together. And I just thought for some reason that it was, she just misspoken. And so I decided this morning, I was like, why did is that a mistake? Did she do that on purpose? So I commented on her YouTube video, and I asked, if those were if she thought those were interchangeable, because I was genuinely curious. And if you've never watched Very Pink Knits, she has so many tutorials, especially on socks. She's amazing, an amazing knitting teacher, and very informative. Anyway, so I asked her that, and, just kind of, why did she do that? Blah, blah, blah. And she actually replied back pretty quick, which was cool, and told me that it was just a design choice that she made. And she said that you could interchange them if you prefer the look of one over the other. And any videos I've ever watched will tell you or talk about how a knit 2 together is always a much cleaner, tighter decrease than a slip knit, or even a slip knit pass. And I've been doing those, and those were still not giving me the result that I was looking for. And not that you'll be able to tell on like a sock, because it's, where it's at. It's just a, personal preference for me wanting a neater decrease. And so she commented that, and I was like, yes, I am definitely going to do that now, because, obviously it's like right or left leaning, but her socks, she showed samples that she knit using that technique, and it didn't look to me any different, like as far as right or left leaning. So maybe in this instance, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you're working like a flat piece, and you need a decrease, that goes in a certain fashion for that. But I just wanted to share that little tidbit because, I mean, even if you're doing a heel flapping gusset sock and doing a heel turn, and maybe you don't like the way your SSKs look, then just use a knit two together and call it good, because it really didn't change the look of her sock, except the decreases were neater and just better looking. And I will say, not just neater and better looking, but it looked uniform on both sides. So like if you had your purl two together side, it's very neat and tidy. And then her doing the knit two together on the other side, it just matched. It just looked very nice. And she's got tons of years of knitting under her belt. And so she probably has tidy SSKs too, but I'm just wanting to share that with everybody, because I didn't even, I was just following the instructions that I had seen on most of the videos and thinking, well, I tried some modified versions, but anyway, I'm just babbling now. So yeah, I just wanted to share that before I forgot. And I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store. Just need a couple things, and it's obviously Friday around, I think it's like 11 or something. Is that what I said? So hopefully it's not very busy. And I was up early this morning editing my video from yesterday, so I just need to watch that back and post it. So that's good. I'm ahead of the game today. And like I said, I'm going to finish this off today. This will be done probably after I come back. And yeah, and then I can start another gift knit. Obviously, I need to do the second one of this, but yeah, if I had, because yesterday was kind of I worked on this pretty much all day yesterday, but the day before was just kind of I don't know, a weird day. And then of course I had the appointment on, what was that, Tuesday, for my face. So if I hadn't had that and that took up like 3 or 4 hours of time, I would definitely be done with this by now. I would have been on the second one and probably had the second one done. But no big deal. I'm confident I'll get it done. And I wanted to say too, after working through all of this, and I know this sounds like kind of hasty to say, and I talked about this, I think, in the video I'm going to post today, but about working with double-stranded. And I did. I talked about how, it kind of hurts my hands a little because I'm trying to make sure my tension is the same as working with single. But I think after working with this sock, I've decided I hate double-stranded. Whether it's for a DK or a worsted. I had so many instances in this sock where I didn't realize until I was all the way back around on a round that I had like a stitch that didn't have both strands. Yeah. I mean, maybe some other people are fine with knitting, but I just think I prefer a single strand of yarn, honestly. And I'm one of those people that I can decide pretty quick whether or not I like something. But I'm going to continue on with these, do the other 3 socks that I need for the gifts, and call it good. And let's see. Let me see if I can. So actually, since I'm almost done with this sock, I have, like I said, I have 2 of the yellow, 2 of the black, and I'm going to have to weigh this once I'm done, but there's still quite a bit left. And obviously I have to do the second sock, or the second, third, and fourth socks. But those are just the first 2. So I'll weigh them when I'm done and see how much did I use, because they were 50 grams each. So I'll be curious to see how much I used. Because if there's any leftovers, That's where I was going. If there's any leftovers once I'm done with the 2 pairs, I think I'm just going to use the leftovers and make some fingering weight socks for Adrian and just do like black heels, toes, and cuffs or whatever. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention those things this morning before my brain went off and forgot. So yeah, but I did want to say too that, and I know I said this, I think already, but I didn't mind the heel flap and gusset socks that I did, but I really think I'm a Flegel heel convert. Like I've knit most of them toe up and I've said that, but these are really my first time doing like the true Flegel heel instructions, which is just like excuse me, just like a heel turn. You knit 2 stitches past the middle, then do your decrease, and then a knit 1 and turn or whatever. And so it gives you just a giant heel turn like that, and it fits so good. Like if you have any like interest in a Flegel heel, I think it's really underrated. Like I don't hear people talk about it too much, and maybe that's just because it's like, oh, I make them all the time and I just don't talk about it. But people talk about afterthought heels, or the shadow wrap was really popular this last year, short rows, or obviously heel flap and gusset for cuff down. But people don't talk about the Flegel heel enough, and it's so easy. It's so easy. Like the only thing I will say is if you're doing double stranded or probably even DK, but I'll let you know with the single strand DK. So this is a 32-inch one that I bought to do these on. When I'm doing the increases on this, I had some stitches slip off needles by accident and it's not because I pulled the cord out, it's just because there were so many on there and it's double stranded. So if you're wanting to do a double stranded DK, my suggestion would be to buy a little bit longer needle, or if you have interchangeables, use a little bit longer cord. So just kind of, put that out there for you. Just so you have a little bit more wiggle room with the cord. And I don't know, does it jump from 32 to like 40 right away? I have no idea. So anywho, yeah, I will show you the finished product when I'm done. I'll put it on a blocker and show you. And I tried it on Adrian's foot and it fits just fine. And honestly, it fit my foot too, which is weird because I did these just a hair bigger. Like the heel, the increases, I started them just a hair more, what am I trying to say? A hair longer than the ones I did, the worsted ones that I did, the double-stranded worsted. So, whatever. So, yeah. I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. Like I said yesterday, I'm in full gift knitting mode. So that's really all I'm going to be doing. I do have some gift sewing that I need to do, and I'm staring at it. But I'm going to wait until next week because the sewing that I need to do, I have 3 things that I need to sew. And honestly, they're pretty easy. So I could probably do them like the 23rd. Hell, I could probably even do them on Christmas Eve and be fine. I really want to get the knits done first because those obviously take up a lot more time than the sewing. But yeah, I'm excited to get these done. And honestly, I'm really looking forward. I know this sounds so selfish. I'm really looking forward to knitting for me again because I'm trying to build up my hand knit sock stash because I really am just on that train. I think I've caught the sock knitting bug, and I get the hype. Like once you learn how to do it, they're cozy and comfy, and it's a quick project to knit on, and it's just so much fun. And yeah, but all right, guys, look at that. One is done. And I changed what I said I was going to do. So I did a 20 round leg and then a 10 round cuff. And it's a good thing that I did because I just weighed the balls of yarn to see how much I had left out of the two, which was 100 grams. And each of them has a little bit over 25 grams left. So, and for the bind off, the only tail that I had from the bind off was this much. I almost ran out of yarn. And then the tail on the inside from the toe, this is what I had left after weaving it in a couple times. So, yeah. Obviously, I will have enough to do the 2 pairs, and that's exciting. And what's even more exciting is I probably won't have any left over, so that's even better. Yeah. So I will get started on the second sock of this probably tomorrow. And so yay. And when I do, I can't wait. I talked about this earlier, but I can't wait to try the knit 2 together here to see how much nicer it looks. So, yep. Fleegle heel and sew and bind off for the win. Yay. Good morning, everyone. Happy Vlogmas day 18. Yeah, 18. We were 1 week out from Christmas. How crazy is that? But, oh my gosh, I have to show you what I just got in the mail. A complete surprise. I was obviously not expecting this at all. And it's from my sweet friend Anna from Zebra Yarns. So, oh my gosh, Anna, you just, woman, you surprised the heck out of me. I was completely blown away to see a package from you on my doorstep and all the stuff that's in it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, if you don't know, she is a indie yarn dyer. So I'll show the little extra goodies, all the stuff. So she sent me some candy, some dark chocolate covered almonds, which Adrian will love, and from Trader Joe's. And this is from Trader Joe's too. It's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. So basically the Trader Joe's version of Reese's, which I've never had these before. So I'm excited to try them because I love Reese's peanut butter cups. And especially this size. This is my favorite size. As I used to tell people and they thought I was nuts, this size has the perfect ratio of peanut butter to chocolate, so it tastes better than the originals. Of course, she sent me a sweet note and said it was for a belated birthday present. And she also sent this cute tree progress keeper, Christmas tree, yeah. Christmas tree progress keeper from Monster Knits with the lever back, and I love it. I think I said in another video, I only have like 2 of these, so, but yes, Monster Knits, she makes such cute progress keepers. So thank you, Anna. I'm excited to use this. It's gorgeous. All the glitter and stuff. And then I'll save the yarn for last because she sent me yarn. Oh my gosh. It's like, Anna, it's like you knew that I want to get into sweater knitting. It's like you read my mind because I'm pretty sure I haven't talked about that. But she sent me this book too. Oh my gosh. I was like, just, and the best part, seamless. Which means any of these patterns you don't have, they're worked in one piece, which is even better. Yeah, I like that. So, and this, I guess, this is Marie Green of Olive Knits. And she said in her note that Marie Green is from Salem, Oregon, which is where Anna lives. So that's pretty cool too. And I don't have any, I mean, I have some knit books, but they're like just beginner stuff with some stitches, stitch patterns and stuff in it. So, but this, I'm so excited. I looked through some of these and I already there's like 4 or 5 of them that I just love the look of. So yeah, That's exciting. And that just gives me, as I talked about, I think in yesterday's Vlogmas, I think, it gives me something, other things to use up yarn that I was kind of on the fence about. So this gives me other ways to use it up. So thank you so much. I'm so excited about this. I was looking into sweaters and kind of like beginner type sweaters because I've never knit one, but there's a ton in here that are so cute, including like short sleeves as well. So excited about this. Thank you so much. So anyway, let's get to the yarn. So I had seen this on, she sent this to Breaking Yarn. I think it was as a birthday present. And because mint is Michaeli's favorite color. And I saw that and I was like, oh, that's gorgeous. I don't have anything like that. I need that. So I messaged Anna and said, hey, is there a bag that you want and we could swap? And she said that she didn't want any right now, but you know, to save that basically for later, but kind of like an IOU. And so she sent me that as a sock set. And this is called Mint Cookie. Look how pretty that is. I love that. It's mint colored and gray. How gorgeous. And I'm gonna have so many Christmas socks. I'm gonna have to just start knitting them now for next year. She sent me her Christmas colorway, Christmas color 1, which, oh, those reds and greens are just perfect. And I can't wait to knit these up. And I think I've pretty much decided from here on out, with the exception of my Grinchmas socks, which I've already started with her yarn. I may rip them back though because of this. I've been using the, I already showed my round and round cowl, and I think I showed a heel toe do-si-do sock that I did a couple months back. And I'm using the third of that pattern in Kay's, it was a triplet pattern. And I've been using that for some gift knits. And that's all I'll say. I'll show it. I'll probably show it on Tuesdays or Monday's episode because that'll go up Tuesday. But anyway, I think for all my self-striping yarn, to include Anna's, because I have so many now. And of course, Area 51 fibers, I have self-striping. I think those are all the self-striping I have. So Anna's a self-striping, Area 51's a self-striping. I mean, and really you could use the pattern with anything. Anyway, where I'm going with that is all my self-striping yarn that I'm going to make socks out of, I'm going to use the heel toe do-si-do pattern. Because now that I have figured out the simple secret of using a stitch marker to mark where the pattern repeat ends and, you know, you start over, it has made that pattern like so much fun for me. And I want to knit all the heel toe do-si-do socks. So yeah, that heel toe do-si-do in this, oh my gosh, it's gonna look amazing. And of course I think that pattern looks good in speckled or variegated or even a tonal. It's just such a cute pattern. And it's like once I figured out the put a marker there, it made it so much easier for me to memorize the patterns that I don't even need to look at it now. I know, it's just like the simplest thing in the whole world. And if I would have thought of that over a year ago, my cowl would have been done a long, long time ago, before I got it done earlier this month. So all that to say, thank you so much, Anna. You are the sweetest friend. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like, Instagram friends are the best friends. Yeah, you blew me away with that. And And I'm so excited because since I talked about my stash down yesterday, I can still use these because I got them before the first of the year. So yeah, I mean, I'm working on gift nets, but I'm resisting the urge to cast on things for myself. I know I talked about those second socks I have to do for the Halloween ones, but like I want all the socks for myself, and I have a couple of hats that I want to, or yeah, a couple hats that I want to knit. I have some yarn picked out for that I haven't shown on here, and I've had it for a couple of years now, and it's from Expression Fiber Arts, and there's like I think 2 of them, and they're beautiful, and I've had them earmarked for beanie hats for me. I just haven't found a pattern that I like for one of them. For the other one, because the one I think is a DK weight, the other one is a fingering weight, and the fingering weight one I found a pattern on Pinterest that via Love Crafts, and it has a little bit of patterning on it, but it doesn't look too complicated. So yeah, I want to start that like now. But I'm trying to focus on the gift knits. I'm trying to get those done. Yeah. So anywho, yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Anna. You are just, I can't say it enough. You're the sweetest. I knit on some gift knits. I think I'm gonna turn on some Christmas movies and just knit the Saturday away. And tonight we're watching more of The Witcher. We got through 2 episodes of the 8 for the new season, and I'm gonna make turkey noodle soup because we have leftover turkey from a turkey we cooked up a week ago, I think, or whatever. And so I decided instead of chicken noodle soup, I'm gonna make turkey noodle soup. So, and it's kind of just a basic recipe, but I can link some, or you can just Google some for that. So yeah, I'll let you know how it is. I've never had it before, so it'll be a first. Here's the turkey noodle soup. It is very yummy. I'm also gonna have this for dinner. I made this with Ream's egg noodles, frozen egg noodles. Those are my favorite. And I used an Instant Pot recipe I found on YouTube and just added a couple extra herbs.